Welcome back to Colonial Kerbals. Now obviously in the last episode I had just gotten out to Duna, which you can see Duna and Ike right there in the background. And I've got my satellites separated with my probe right there, and the lander probe is way off there, almost 100 kilometers away. But with 1 minute left to go, we're going to go ahead and take all this science from high over Duna. So we'll go ahead and send that, and then wait for that to catch up. And we'll send this one, and again wait, because that's going to kill off our battery. Now this is the, what is this one here? This is our radio pulse something antenna. Radio wave, pulse wave and scan antenna or something like that. I can never remember that, and that's the orbital telescope. We still have our broad spectrum analysis that we can shine down on Duna. Let's go ahead and open that so you can see it. And it takes a little peek. And visible IRs off this planet, a rusty red hue. And we still have one more reading we can do. However, that one's going to have to wait until our battery catches up. Now I'm doing all this high over Duna science now, so hopefully none of the other ones. And now we'll do the magnetometer, which is our big boom. A very weak magnetic field indicates that Duna's core is solidified a long time ago, allowing the atmosphere to be largely stripped away from the blasting surface. Oh, with blasting the surface with solar radiation. And 35. We can delete that on close. Delete on close. And that one's in orbit. Kind of a messy one, but we are happy enough with it. We don't want you, we want you. Because you have a maneuver node as well. Oh, solar particle analysis. We can go ahead and get this, which is this little guy here. And this craft still has a lot of fuel left in it. Let's set Ike as our target. And we'll just go out until we touch. And then out here, actually right here, we're -1 off. And we can start to slow down. Actually, we'll just wait. We'll do one maneuver at a time. Okay. And that's going to be less than a second, so we'll just set that for 5 seconds before. And the Duna lander will be the first thing happening. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut and get to him when the time comes. Okay, I'm now back and I am inside, well, going to be inside Duna's atmosphere. I just got done transmitting some science, which was killing my battery, which is probably a bad thing. But now I want to be on the retrograde marker. And I want to fill up my batteries as much as I can before I start hitting the atmosphere. Which I think I'm just about... Well, I'm almost full. Now, as you remember, I did lose one parachute right there. But I've still got excessive amounts of parachutes, so I'm not too worried about not having enough to land. This probe's not exactly a heavyweight. Okay. Delete and close. We're not too worried about that alarm right now. Go ahead and keep that. And keep that. And we're just going to toggle the sensors, that way they close. And we're inside the atmosphere, as you can see up here at the atmospheric gauge. You go ahead and close the maneuver node, so we don't need that anymore. And this ship has no reaction wheels whatsoever. Now my only concern is these experiments on the legs, if they will hold up or not. If they do, that's great. If not, then we are in serious trouble. Okay. Just want to... That's starting to see heat. So are the parachutes. Although, we're getting awfully low to the ground. Come on, start going down. Okay, we've got the first one to kill our speed down. Which is just our little drogue chute up here at the top. Looks kind of like a little hat. And I'm going to turn this off. That way it'll quit flashing. Got nice little clouds coming over us. Impact time is coming down. There we go. Now we'll start slowing way down. And as long as we avoid landing right in that hill right there, we should be alright. But I'm thinking we're going to land right in that little dip right there, which is great. Like I said, overkill on parachutes. However, if it lands, that's awesome. Oh. Okay, so we need to cut one from this side. Let's cut you to balance out. Come on. Oh. Oh. We have no reaction wheels, so... Oh boy. Well, we're just going to have to open up our solar panels. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and take our soil assessment. Send that back. And down goes our power. We'll do a laser scan, which is that one right there. Shoots a laser beam, collects it. And we have to wait. How much science do we have? Oh, we've got well over 1,000 science now. I should be able to complete the tech tree and move on to Project 5. The bio drill, which is a little bit off-center. Although it may still... Nope. So basically, I'm going to let this catch up and do with what it needs to do. And in the meantime, I'm going to cut here and I'm going to go to the Duna probe and get that into an orbit around, so it's nearer Ike. Let's go ahead and send that one. And okay, I'm going to cut here and I'm just going to do all this science off camera because it's kind of boring. I just wanted to show you that drill, even though it's not on the ground, and the laser pointer. But I'll be right back when I go to do the Duna, or the Ike probe. Okay, now I'm back, ready to do this portion of the mission. Had a slight little error. Not an error, just a user error. When I was doing stuff on the planet of Duna, I sort of, kind of destroyed the probe. So the probe will probably have to be relaunched, but I'll do that off camera. And I'll get it set up on there, but I thought this was a nice shot of it just cruising in the background. In fact, we'll just take a quick screenshot of that, just like so. And with this maneuver, if you haven't figured it out already, I'm going to do this one here, and then this one here, which will end up putting me in orbit right around Ike, which I thought was pretty good. So let's just time warp ourselves down. And punch that one. And come out here. Oops, didn't want to do that. Actually, this one we want to slow way down. Oops. Oh, it is slow down. Which seems counterproductive to do. Okay, here we go. Okay, we want to speed up, which will put us... I like to be close, about 17 kilometers away from the surface of Ike. And that should put us... we don't get quite the orbit we wanted, but we do get into an orbit. And that'll be happening next. Let's see, 5 seconds, so we'll go 10 seconds before. And I think I'm going to call this an episode right here, with that nice shot of Duna and Ike and our little satellite probe thing. I did get all the science, though, from at least around Duna, and most of it off the surface. I mostly wanted to leave the probe there just so I could switch back to it. But I got the Explore Duna. I got the Transmit or Recover Surface from Duna. And I got Landed on Duna. So I've gotten all the Duna stuff. And I should have the Ike. There's Eve. There's Ike. Achieve orbit around Ike. Transmit and recover data from space around Ike. Land on Ike and recover from the surface Ike. So there's 4 more that I can get just on this contract alone. But until next time, guys, have fun.